Hey guys, Jolly here, bringing you my next loadout. This is the one I like to use for the level hijacked, playing Domination. So, for name's sake, we'll just call it hijack Domination. But before I use that class, I like to use a specific class to get B. In this setup, I have the M8A1. And ideally, you'd want to have like smoke grenades or a trophy system to get B, but I didn't have any of that stuff yet. So I just use a gun I can actually get some range with, because the shotgun's not very good for just capping B. But I'll show you my shotgun class after my first death here, which will be imminent. I can show you all the kinds of crazy stuff you can do with a shotgun in this level. So here's later on in the match. Here's what I'm using: the R87 MCS shotgun with the pump, with the laser sight and
care package
the long
inbound.
barrel. We're gonna need
RCXD inbound.
Laser sight's gonna tighten up the shots,
inbound.
make it more accurate, and the long barrel is going to give you a little bit more range. And I'm using a Semtex grenade. Ideally, if you're not a low level, you could use tac insert, but this is a class that basically you can use from the very start of the game.
Losing B.
Because your loadouts, or your attachments carry over every prestige. So as long as you get a handful of kills with that shotgun, you're gonna have the long barrel and the laser sight forever. Yeah, I usually pick up someone else's primary for long range if I find one. But the 5.7 pistol is a pretty decent long range pistol. And for your perks, you're going to want to use dexterity, which is a must. So you pull up your weapon so much faster after sprinting. And that will often be the difference between a duel up close, one of you guys having that. Now here's the 5.7 pistol at range. It's not super strong, but it doesn't recoil very much, which is really what you need. And unfortunately, right there, the laser sight might have actually worked against me.
Good job. Get ready for the next round.
But it kills people at long range, and that's really what you need out of the shotgun. You gotta have that long barrel, and you need your shots tightened up if you're just gonna be rolling the shotgun. Maybe if I wasn't using laser sight, I might have hit that guy too, but probably I still couldn't have got another shot off.
Domination.
So anyways, here we are. And another thing, if you don't want to cap B right away, you can help your team by running through the bottom and popping up on their side. That's another option if you just want to start with a shotgun right away. All right there, I got killed. So you got to look out for other people having the same idea. But now you know they're coming, so you can just wait here for a second. The shotgun's just going to obliterate them coming around these corners. That one guy, I'm telling my teammate, like, hey, you need to put another Betty here. Once he does, you know, it's clear, you can keep an eye on that area. There's one guy running underneath with a shotgun can just wreck your setup here, as these guys are finding out as I go in and out of their base. It's because it slows down your attack on hijacked. Like, the shotgun is killing everybody in one shot in these rooms. You can't really... Oh, just missed that guy. You're going to get that sometimes too, where you're just so close to a guy, it's not even going to register your shot, and they may knife you or something. It's weird, but it happens. Watching the bottom again, because you know, people are going to be coming through there. It's always good to check that for a second before you run past it.
Counter UAV inbound.
Really, you just want to try to stay in these buildings. I saw that Betty there. When you don't have dexterity, you're gonna have to keep an eye out for Bettys and that sort of thing. So
Friendly lightning strike inbound.
what you could do So I like to use, I forgot to tell you what my second perk was. The second perk, I like to use toughness, so when you do get shot, you don't flinch as much, so your shots don't move. You know, like if you get popped when you're shooting the shotgun, it could just sway your shot completely off and you won't even hit the guy, which isn't really conducive to killing people. So I use that and cold-blooded, or you can use the perk 3 greed, where you run with dexterity and engineer, so you can see all of the claymores and betties and stuff like that, because you're gonna encounter those a lot more when you're running around all by yourself and up close in their base. I don't know if you guys really noticed, but I haven't been running through their spawn so much. Like I'm in their building, but I'm not running through A. You don't want to run through their last territory, just because you're gonna flip the spawns and they're gonna start spawning behind your teammates. There's no reason you should ever get all 3, because if you just hold 2, you can control their spawns. You know where they're gonna be. So just remember that. It's important, because a lot of people think, oh, we need to take all 3. That's often, when you take 3, you often end up losing 2 in the process, because they flip the spawns and they spawn everywhere, which isn't great. So see right there, I did run through the spawn because I'm a little greedy, and it's toward the end of the game. Once the game's already won, I mean,
Hostiles have destroyed your UAV.
you don't have to really worry about anything. This game's gonna end in like a minute. Flipping the spawns, not the worst thing ever at this point.
Friendly lightning strike inbound.
And it's really like, you can run through A for like a second sometimes, but you don't want to stay there, because then it will definitely flip them, because more than likely it's not going to spawn them right where you can see them. It does happen, this is true, but anyways, that's my shotgun class for Hijacked. Let me know what you guys think about it, and if you want me to try some other class, you know, let me know. Thanks for watching, guys.
Brought the pain, time to get paid.